Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I always check to make sure that I am live on YouTube ever since that moment that I did an entire show and literally nothing showed up. So I want to make sure. So yes, we are live. And I want to thank you guys again so much for tuning in and being there. Um, it's been such a wonderful thing just to come on in the morning and talk about the things that are going on and the things I'm studying. So this morning, I put out that we were going to be talking about real estate and the wealth in real estate. I wanted to show you something that I was studying up on because someone was telling me how real estate is something that you could really get to, and enlarge your wealth and your territory, and that's what most rich people are doing is purchasing real estate. Now, I'm going to tell you, real estate right now is like so expensive. But I'm going to go ahead and go into this really quick. I'm on Google and I looked up the percentage of black owned real estate, and it shocked the crap out of me. So let me just go here. It says generated. Okay. So in 2022, 45.3 of black Americans owned homes compared to 74.6% of white Americans. This gap is more than 29 percentage points. And it says here less than white Americans, representing the largest black white home ownership gap in a decade. I thought that that was an amazing statistic. I didn't know that that was, uh, I didn't know that it was such a big gap. I had no idea. Blacks can own homes, and so can whites, and so can Hispanics and everything. But I think the education and what we're doing and going about it, because we really want to own a home, we really want wealth, is is something that we're lacking the steps. So I said to myself today, I'm going to do the three things that you should never skip when you're purchasing or when you're trying to get building your wealth in your real estate portfolios or homes or whatever you want to call it. I call it a portfolio. I don't keep savings in a bank. I'm going to tell you, I don't keep my savings in the bank. There are stocks, bonds, uh, land, property, investments where I invest my money because I can't see myself giving the bank my money and then they're going to turn around because this is how they make their money. With the dollar you give them a dollar, they say thank you. Now that dollar doesn't sit there. It gets invested. They invest that money. They take that money, they invest that money, and then they give you your dollar back. And then they keep whatever they make from your dollar. If they give you If you give them a dollar and they give that dollar back to you, I guarantee you that dollar has made them $10 at least $10. So putting my money in a bank for savings is not something I want to do ever. I don't practice that. I invest, and real estate is the best way to invest. So I'm going to go ahead and say that the number one thing that a person should always do, don't ever skip when you're looking at a property, is don't ever skip your research on the company. Now, um, I have it below me in the description. It says overlooking the importance of research. Don't rush into any real estate decision without doing your homework, whether you're buying or selling. Thoroughly research the market trends, property values, and neighborhood amenities. King is power, and to help you make an informed decision every step of the way, there's rsjohnsonlegal.com. Now, I literally found out about them. They're an Atlanta based lawyer's firm. This is not a plot. This is not. I'm not like, oh, this is no, it's not sponsored by them at all. Basically, RS Johnson legal.com is just a company that helps you in the process so that you are not being duped. Listen, I have had so many people tell me, oh my gosh, when I bought this house, it was beautiful. And then when I pulled up the carpet or I pulled up the tile, there was a gap. And not only was a gap, but the foundation was cracked. And this slab was higher than this slab. Listen, darling, they do that. They do that. I've had people tell me that they researched the neighborhood, they went out there, they did their research on everything, and then when they moved in, they didn't realize that it was a really bad neighborhood. Go at night. Go to the neighborhood at night. That's when you'll find out what's really going on. During the day, it's nice. You might see some stuff, but go to that neighborhood at nighttime. If you personally don't want to go to that neighborhood at nighttime and you do go there, but you kind of yeah, you need to you need to definitely go there at nighttime. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. So that is the one thing. Don't negate the research that you need to do. If you're going to be doing it with a company, you're going to have your house built, which is what people are doing today. They're building lots of houses around where I live, and you need to be aware of the research that you need to have on companies. I'm going to tell you right now, in 2010, I lost my first house. I lost it because of the downfall of the economy. But that wasn't the reason. I think I would have still been there. I would have if this didn't happen. So, Countrywide Mortgage was actually found to be one of the companies that was discriminating against Blacks and Hispanics. I can prove it to you. Let me tell you something, being a part of that discrimination was horrible. Um, my mortgage went from like I think it was like 12 or $1,400 a month to $2,400 in 1 month. I had an amortization schedule, and that was not on there. That was not on there. So, Countrywide Mortgage, I'm going to go ahead and look this up real quick. Countrywide Mortgage, I'm looking up now. I'm looking it up now. So, Countrywide Mortgage literally was involved in a scandal, Ethnics Unwrapped. The Department of Justice brought fraud charges against Countrywide Mortgage, stemming from its relationships with federal mortgage companies, Fannie Mae. And it was totally, totally horrible. Basically, what they did was they raised my mortgage to the point where I couldn't afford it. They knew I couldn't afford it. This was the political loan scandal. I mean, it was horrible. It was to the point where, I mean, most people got a lot of money back. I did get my interest back, but I did not get my mortgage payments back. I lost my house. I mean, the whole thing was just terrible. So please, if you do anything, and this is why I say neglecting to set a realistic budget is going to be a big thing, but most of all, overlooking the importance of research. That's why we get a legal firm to help you, regardless of whether it's one I suggest or not. Please don't skip on that. And also, they were giving out loans back then that were just unrealistic and just didn't meet what what was required of the mortgage. And then of course, if you wrap your taxes in there and your insurance in there, it's going to be even higher. So neglecting to set a realistic budget when you purchase a home is going to be bad. Now, look, on all fronts, if you are trying to build your wealth with real estate, get a lawyer. Get a lawyer. Get a lawyer, because you're going to need to go in. You're not going to be able to homestead that, because unless you're living there, you're not going to be able to homestead that. If you do a quadruplex, a duplex, if you're going to move into one of them, then you can homestead it, but you have to stay there for a certain amount of time. Different states have different regulations and rules. You need to be it lawyered up. And don't negate your budget. Make sure you get your budget. Tomorrow we will have Derek Whitehead on the show, who can help get finances so that your budget won't be a concern. But if your budget is a concern, darling, lawyer up and make sure that you don't negate your budget. Okay. I mean, I can't say it enough. I cannot say it enough. So that's what happened to me and my husband and my family. We we had to short sell our home, go into bankruptcy in 2010, um, and leave and move away. It was horrible for us. I think the reset for me was really traumatic, but we took about a month off with the money that we had. We paid 3 months of a rent because we rented the house that I bought eventually, which is the house uh, I have now. And we took about a couple of months off just to kind of reset ourselves. We were in a bind after that scandal from Countrywide Mortgage, and a lot of people got caught up in that. Hispanics got caught up in that. Blacks got caught up in that. People they just discriminated across the board. It was you need to look it up. Countrywide Mortgage was horrible. Was horrible. I do welcome questions today. So if you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. So that is number two. Do not negate your budget. And again, tomorrow we'll have Derek Whitehead here, and you can go ahead and go to my YouTube channel and reserve reserve and get a notification because we go live tomorrow at noon my time, which is Eastern, 9 o'clock Western time, California time. So the third thing I wanted to talk to you about would be skipping professional guidance, which goes along with number one. Don't go in it alone. Real estate transactions can be complex. So having a knowledge, a professional by your side is invaluable. Look, I'm going to say also, when you are with a lawyer, when you're with someone who knows what they're doing, they can investigate the company and the mortgage company that you're going under. We had no idea because we had that house for 5 years. We had no idea that Countrywide Mortgage was who they were when it all went down. I think that if we had lawyered up, we would have been better. And so I think that um, lawyering up, there we go, here it goes. Lawyering up and making sure that you personally know what you're getting yourself into. If you're getting an amortization schedule, make sure you know what that is and you can handle it either as the property owner going in and owning the property and actually living there, that is your homestead, or even if you are purchasing it. Purchasing a property, we're going to be talking about going out and getting the funding from the bank tomorrow and purchasing the properties or property for your real estate portfolio and getting your corporations and shelf corporations. We're going to be talking about all that tomorrow. But literally speaking, I think that there's a lot of different steps that need to be taken before you just jump into purchasing a home for your real estate portfolio. Knowing what you're getting yourself into is going to be a big deal. I wanted to share another page with you guys. And so I'm going to go ahead and go to this. I was literally looking at this page yesterday, and they have a video on their YouTube, and it's really amazing how they go into um, what they do, what they provide. And this is just a sample of what you would be getting if you were to go with a lawyer, someone that knows what they're doing, knows how to get in, knows how to maneuver contracts and things, and get you the best deal and get you the best deal for your money. Okay, your schedule is going to be taken care of for amortization, your taxes and your property, your homestead, all of that stuff is going to be explained to you, and the local rhetoric of the real estate and the interest rates right now are crazy. So getting a lawyer, lawyering up, is going to be the best thing that you can do, and how you can pay for that is something that you would need to talk to the lawyer about. But I did talk to real estate lawyers, rsjohnsonlegal.com. just to get myself acclimated on if you were to use a lawyer to purchase your first home, or even get your first real estate prodigy, or your first real estate to actually build and start building your portfolio. How would that look? What would that do for you? And how could you go about it? So I'm going to go ahead and share this in my screen, because um, I really do think that knowing what they do is going to really be the best thing that you can do. And also, I think this is across the board. A lot of companies do this, and a lot of companies will help you in this aspect. So I really thought that this would be something that would help all of us understand who they are, but also who the lawyer, and what they could do if you did hire a lawyer, which I totally suggest. Here we go.
Real estate is something that people see as an avenue for them to advance their lives. When people are investing hard-earned money, investing their wealth into building through real estate, there are some things they need to know. And so I saw an opportunity to help people to protect their assets, protect their wealth, help people to develop their own brand, their own legacy. So wherever I can be a resource, I definitely try to be that resource.
For most people, this is the biggest transaction they will ever make in their lives. And for most people, it's only one.
R.S. Johnson Legal takes their time, and they really do handhold the client and make sure they understand page by page, if necessary, what it is they're signing, to make sure all of your documents are buttoned up.
For me, personally and professionally, a level of client care is paramount. Truly delivering a client experience is what it's all about. And that is what R.S. Johnson exemplifies. I would absolutely advocate for R.S. Johnson Legal.
Every time we have a new closing transaction, someone has put their dreams, desires into our hands. So our goal is to do everything we can to help them achieve their result. We know that if we put them first, everything else will come from that. And that goes for the customers, who are the buyers and the sellers, the agents, and the lenders. Because I think that we have something to share for all of them. And it's a collaborative process that as we continue to work together in the future, we all will grow together.
If you want a premium, elite closing experience, choose R.S. Johnson Legal. We are the attorneys that want to celebrate with you on closing day.
I think that understanding what is going on with your paperwork when you sign on the dotted line to actually take a hold of this property. Remember that there are different things that could be involved. There could be back taxes. You don't know that. You have to research, because you could lose that house because of taxes. They could sell it from under you. You could actually buy a house because they are back taxed, and get the house for just the taxes alone. There are just certain things that you can literally do. You need a lawyer. You need a lawyer. I don't think that going in without one is going to be the smartest thing that a person can do. You need a lawyer. And now rsjohnsonlegal.com is just one lawyer, and they can help you. But there are other lawyers out there that can help you too. Listen to me, listen to me. Find the lawyer that's going to do you right. Call RS Johnson legal.com. Find out if they can help you. If they can't help you, I'm sure that they can refer you to someone who can. This is not a ploy to get you to go to one specific place or not. What this is to tell you you need to get someone to do this with you. Don't go in it alone, especially now we have homes being built and interest rates hitting the roof. Insurance right now is like, oh my gosh, in Florida is horrible. You need to find someone that's going to help you navigate the ins and outs of purchasing a home. either for your homestead or for your real estate portfolio. These are going to be the 3 reasons why. If you do it, just do it now. When I purchased my home here, I had already been renting this particular house for 10 years. And I purchased it 3 years ago, and it was right before the boom. So I got a very good price. I had already known the ins and out of this neighborhood. I knew all of the faults of this home. I knew what needed to be repaired. I knew everything about this home already. But it doesn't come like that most of the time. I would say that a lot of people are getting their homes built or they're moving into an older home. Um, Make sure that the roof is up to date. I mean, there are just so many different things that you have to do, because if you don't, insurance will not insure you. If it's past a certain amount of years, they will require you to get a new roof. This is the reason why we need to what? Lawyer up. Lawyer up for every transaction. Lawyer up. It is going to be worth it. I'm telling you, the peace of mind that you're going to get by knowing what you're getting yourself into from the get-go, because you've lawyered up, is going to be amazing. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Listen, tomorrow we got Derek Whitehead on the show again. We air tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, because I have Derek Whitehead coming on. So I will not be coming on at 8 o'clock in the morning, but at 8 o'clock in the live. But at 8 o'clock in the morning, we will have an interview with the founder of Def Comedy Jam. He's coming on tomorrow morning. They got some new comedy shows coming out in Washington, D.C., and he's going to be talking about how he got started and what he did to start. Look, that's what we are here to do. We're here to help you get wealth, help you start your business, and inspire you to keep going with stories from people who have made it and people who are making it. I feel like this. You don't have to be a millionaire to literally make it. What you have to do is continue to do what you do. Stay focused, and when it stops working, go back to where it did work and pick up from there. That's how I feel. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yesterday we had my chat house. Please, if there's something that you want to do, it's kind of like a chat. Just go back into our shows that we had yesterday's show and check it out, because that's a really cool app. I get a lot of my lifetime memberships, like this particular program that I'm using today is wave.video. Right now, AppSumo has a Black Friday sale. Here's my affiliate link right here that you can get. Go get Wave Video. It's wave.video. And they have a great service. You don't ever have to pay again. You pay one time, you're done. If you ever want to stream, this is what you do. You get the lifetime membership. Go get it today. There is my affiliate link. Yes, I do make a little bit of money when people do that. I have to put that in my description. I totally forgot. I was so excited about the whole real estate thing and getting some people. Okay, and so I do have my sneaker sponsor, Encore Kicks, and they're amazing. You could try them out for yourself. Please don't forget to subscribe. And I'm also on Instagram at Yaya Diamond Official. And I'm also on the DuPont Network with Late Night with Yaya Diamond. But most importantly, this is what I want to say. Lawyer up. Get your lawyers. Get yourself situated, because without it, you open yourselves for different catastrophes that might like what happened to me in 2010 when I lost everything. I lost everything, guys. I lost my business. I lost my house. I lost my car. I lost everything that year. 2010 was was a year of just loss for me. I lost everything. I had to start over again. I had less than $1,000 in the bank. I had to start all over again. We can be creative. We can move forward. We can do this. And I want to do this with you. But I want to make sure that I'm suggesting the right things. Get a lawyer. rsjohnsonlegal.com is one of the places you can go. If they can't help you, they will refer you to someone who can. Look, just do it. Just do it. If you are pushing your portfolio, just do it. And also, again, AppSumo has their Black Friday sale, and this particular platform, if you've liked the way this has come out. This is Wave.video. And you can get your lifetime subscription by going right here and going to the Black Friday sale. I want to thank you again so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different and watch how it goes out. I'm telling you, I am in love with this program. I absolutely love the way this is, and it's just amazing. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. We'll have the founder of Def Comedy, the Comedy Jam. And then at noon, my time, Eastern and Pacific 9, we will have Derek Whitehead talking about finances, how to get your loan from the bank, how to situate it so that you can get your properties, you can get your investments, and then go back to the bank and get more money and continue with that. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Don't forget to follow us on YouTube and Instagram. Thank you for watching.
Late Night with Yaya Diamond would like to give a big thank you to our executive sponsor, DuPont Network. Thank you to our supporters, The Legends with Tyrone Lowe, EncoreKicks.com, author Gloria Anderson Little, and Never Stop Entertainment.